Hi and welcome to another live at such a wonderful time, a lot earlier than 10 o'clock, so I thought we'd go a little bit earlier tonight. So I hope you're all okay, and tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to cleanse our spiritual bodies, but also how we are going to allow ourselves to ground and tune. Hi Steve, you alright? Thanks a lot. Sorry, I'm just going to jump on there. And again, raising that beautiful vibration that you have of yours. Again, obviously, thank you so much for everyone that's now starting to jump on. Again, like I say, the live that we spoke about was wonderful. So again, and thank you for everyone that's jumped in, even now. The one thing is, obviously, I absolutely love about the full moon, it's like I say, is this cleansing part, and it's just a few top tips from me to help you, if that makes sense. Hello, how you doing, Alicia? You all right? Thanks a lot. Cheers. So again, it just like saying, coming live. So a few things obviously that we need to be doing tonight. Obviously because the full moon's out now. Obviously, like I say, it's going full pelt 11:48 tonight. So that's absolutely amazing. But again, also we have to make sure that our vibration is strong. We're raising ourselves into our higher self, and that also we're learning to relax. So again, obviously that promotes amazing sleep as well if you can. But the one thing, obviously, while we're doing that around this before we go to sleep, is absolutely ground. Hi Lisa, you all right? So the one thing is, obviously, like I say, is it's about doing your crystals first of all. So again, if you've got your crystals to hand, or if you've got crystals around you, or if they're outside, just leave them there. It's perfectly fine. Just be in the knowledge that obviously we start to allow this energy to, absolutely allow them to absorb. Okay, so it's absolutely fantastic for doing that. Again, there are certain crystals that you can't leave outside. This will be things like malachite, and also your I can't think of the word. Selenite. Fucking hell, yeah, absolutely, selenite. So again, thank you so much for everyone that's joining. So the one thing is that first of all is a beautiful ritual that we can go through is obviously when we start to smudge. So again, if there's anyone that obviously online that likes to smudge, and those that don't know how to do this, again, it's just about allowing and helping you. Now, the one thing is, obviously, I'd run out, so I had to go and nick some off Alicia today. So again, obviously, we've got some beautiful smudge, some white sage, as they call it. Again, when we're working with this, it's about knowing what you're doing with it, if that makes sense. Hi, Heather, you're out, lovely. Thank you so much. And obviously, so many people are jumping on, so thank you for joining. And hopefully, you'll find this really informative. Now, the one thing is, obviously, you've also got to remember about yourself, because obviously when we're working with our own auras, if we have any attachments, if we have, sorry, I'm just going to change the music. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. Oh, wrong passcode. Come on. Thank you very much. And we'll put some nice soothing music on while we're doing this. Okay, sorry. So the one thing, like I say, you have to remember about yours. Fantastic, Yana, your crystals are out, your sage is burning, and again, your pockets loaded with hematite. Obviously, you beat me to it. So again, when we're doing this, we have to remember about our aura field, because like I say, you can take psychic hooks or any attachments around you also. Again, those psychic vampires. So again, this is a really good time to cleanse. Hi, Janet, you're out, lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. So again, the one thing is a lot of people do this differently. And no matter how people do it differently, you also have to remember that, we all come to the same outcome. It's as simple as that. So it's absolutely fantastic because obviously, the full moon's out. So again, some people will use sage like this, which is my favorite. Oh, someone's just falling off. And again, normally they light the end. Okay. So when in the light in the end, that's perfectly fine. Some like to break it down. I like to break mine down to get the flame, to get the smoke and everything. So when we're doing this, also remember for those that are doing Reiki, okay, that if you've done Reiki and obviously you're starting to work into the chakra, that you're creating positive energy. So again, when we're creating the beautiful sign of chakra, we're also, like I say, we're starting obviously from the male down the spine into the divine feminine energy. So again, we're sending, we're activating. So again, you can send that around into any part of your room. Don't forget to do yourself as well. You can also draw that on the floor again and stand into it. And obviously we start to do that beautiful deep breathing as well, which is paramount, isn't it? Because when we start to breathe deeper, then obviously we start to invoke calmness and we start to bring focus into us as well, if that makes sense. Okay, so again, if you're doing this, also don't forget to open your windows and your doors, yeah, because the one thing is when you smudge in a room, even getting into the far corners, all those likely corners where negative energy likes to sit, okay, and then obviously now and again it'll come through. Negative energy is negative thoughts, okay. So again, we are starting to bring in and promoting positive thinking as we're doing this. Yeah, windows and doors. So again, it then escapes. So we're also asking for the negative energy to leave. But obviously as it's leaving, we're asking the universe to turn it back into positive energy. And we're not asking for any harm to absolutely anyone, okay? Because we don't do that. We work from the highest vibration of the heart, because the heart is unconditional love. And this is what we want. We want to send that out, yeah, and obviously send it to anyone that we can, that you feel that you need it also, yeah? So when we start to break it down, okay, a bit like this, maybe some people have seen me do lives like this before, but again, it's just promoting obviously for your own well-being, especially of your spiritual self, your higher self. And also the one thing is obviously your angels will enjoy this, because obviously they're starting to connect with you. Not only that, your spirit guides, your gatekeepers and your master guides as well, and the ascending masters, because obviously you're obviously doing this and obviously they're taking notice of what you were wanting, because everything starts with intention, yeah, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'll just break a couple of pieces off, okay. So again, when we do this, I'll just spill it all over my bed, it's all right. Okay, so again, we have smaller parts, okay, so that's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do then is we're going to start to light, just light in the ends, okay. Obviously when you're opening your windows and doors, that's perfectly fine. So remember that you're doing your grounding, you're attuning, your protection, you're invoking your beautiful spirit guides, your angels, master guides, gatekeepers, sending masters, asking them. So again, we're getting a really, really nice flame now. So again, the one thing is I like to use, it's actually sacrilege actually, because I use an old sound bowl, but I've been using this since day dot. It's never failed me. So again, obviously making sure that it's a nice flame. So again, it burns so much brighter, so much better, which I absolutely love. So again, it's going to start to obviously take effect. So again, yes, it is a large flame, and yes, we are in a wooden room. But again, I've done this many, many times and I know I'm really, really safe, which is absolutely brilliant. Obviously, we're just going to guide it for anything, in your bowl. Please make sure that you put something underneath as well. Yeah, so again, so you're not burning your hands, because if you put it in an old bowl, yeah, you don't want to burn your hands, because when it gets really super hot, okay? So again, when we start to do this, we just let it die a little bit, and then what we do is we create the flame. Thank you so much for the stars, whoever sent that. I will thank you later. Okay, so again, we're just going to learn to let it die down, and then we're going to blow it out. Okay, you can see how it's dying down. Okay, oh, no, it doesn't want to. The universe wants to burn a little bit longer. Okay. Okay, so now obviously we've created flame, okay? Just put that a little bit out on my mat. Okay, so we've created flame now, and the one thing is that if you've done your Shokare, or if you want to do this and ask obviously for help, guide and assistance, you can put this on the floor and then allow it to start to flow through your aura, okay? So again, you're starting to cleanse your aura, but don't forget to ask for that protection first. That's the most important thing, that you're asking for protection, because you're asking to release, especially under the beautiful full moon. Yeah, we're asking to release and learn to let go of things that no longer serve you. This, like I say, maybe negative energy, it might be attachments, psychic hooks, it may be even part of your karmic wheel. So again, with the Akashic records that we're born with, and again, we start to release this as well. So when we're doing this, obviously you're walking around the room, you can use a feather, or use, if like I do, I use my hand. So again, when we're doing that, we're going into certain corners. So again, obviously you can see me over here. But again, all we're doing is wafting, and we're asking for negative energy to be, like, you know, to be cast out, to be released. Yeah, so obviously I've got my windows open, so this is all going to start to leave through the window. But again, yeah, absolutely, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be, absolutely, because it's like, do you know what? At first, when you burn this, it stinks like shit. But I tell you one thing, I absolutely love it now. And the one thing is, when I light it, my neighbours even enjoy it as well. So it's a good thing. So absolutely. So again, when you've done this, you can burn a lot more. But again, you can see how much smoke has been created in the room already. But again, obviously that's escaping, which is absolutely fantastic. Again, beforehand, obviously bringing in Archangel Michael for protection, Archangel Raphael for healing, Archangel Gabriel for strength, guidance and assistance, Archangel Uriel for the unconditional love, because we're working with the higher vibration, obviously our higher self. But also we're invoking Archangel Zadkiel, because obviously Archangel Zadkiel is the angel of mercy. So again, the angels obviously start to come through, and when they do, they start to take these psychic hooks and all the, you know, the negative stuff around us. Yeah. So again, the one thing is, you can find sage in most amazing shops, obviously, that does crystals and stuff like that. And again, wherever, you know, but just be aware, because obviously sometimes there's some, you know, you know, there are amazing places out there. So again, it's pretty nice anyway, so it's cool. So again, you can still see that it's smoking. It's then leaving the room out the windows, like I've said, and we're starting to cleanse. But again, you can also, like I say, put this on the floor, and again, make sure that obviously, you know, you're going to get nice and lots of positive energy through this, because you obviously, as you're saging, you are cleansing your energy field, and that's the most important thing. Your chakras will appreciate it. Again, obviously, your etheric, you know, bodies will also do it, in your emotional, mental, physical and spiritual. These bodies will also start to enjoy this as well, because obviously, you know, no one wants to walk around with anything, because again, while we're in a retrograde, we're also trying to leave as well. I'm just going to reopen this door a little bit, because even though the windows is kind of like, yeah, absolutely. So we'll just let all that go, and then I'll stop being so fucking smoky. Yeah. So again, the one thing is, like saying, some people will light this on the end and walk round and waft it. Yeah. So again, but also asking, some people will say, we'll do routines like, say, the Lord's Prayer. That's perfectly fine. However you feel, even if you feel really, really fucking daft, you know, the one thing is, this is bringing amazing energy. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what you ask for. Please just remember, you are doing yourself a good deed. Yeah. So again, obviously just releasing that. Okay. Now, obviously the full moon is out at the moment, which is, she's absolutely there. And obviously she's sending down her beautiful positive energy. Yeah. But again, obviously we've got, like I say, we're still in a Venus retrograde, but also we're in Mercury retrograde. So obviously we've got a lot of conflict. And what we spoke about last night was obviously, you know, that the things that we're taking, we're trying to release and learn to let go. And that's the most important thing. So again, for everyone who watched last night, thank you so much for joining in. It really means a lot. Now, one of the other things, obviously, that I like to do, and what people don't actually realise that they can do, is about writing, okay? So obviously here, armed with clipboard and paper, it's about the things that you don't want. Sometimes there are people that have caused us an injustice. Maybe you yourself have possibly caused an injustice, and things that there are other people that won't forgive you, okay? That's perfectly fine, but there are things that we are connected in our past that, again, the people won't forgive us. So again, we are going to start to learn to release, okay? So when we start to learn to release, then obviously we start to work with the higher self, but also with the heart chakra, because again, we're always sending that beautiful unconditional love. So when we're doing it, we'll start to write a letter. You know, you can write it to whoever you want. That's perfectly fine. All the things that you felt that you just want to be released from your past, because we relinquish those. So again, because forgiveness is massive. Forgiveness for you, yeah, so you can move forward. If people can't forgive you in the past, then that's not your beef, okay? I'm not saying obviously if you've done something absolutely shocking, but even within that, it's just about learning to release, because this is what we do when we work with our higher self. So again, you can write a letter again to this person. Obviously, I'm just going to draw lines, because obviously I'm not gonna write down what and show you. But again, the one thing is obviously, you know, you'd write a nice letter, you know, asking for forgiveness, saying obviously in the past, you know, these things happened, because we always keep the connection. We keep the connection because we don't let go again. And a lot of people will suffer through the throat chakra. Again, when they start to take that on board with the throat chakra, what happens is we may start to get things like sore throat, tonsillitis, yeah? And then obviously, because we're eating our own words, and if we eat our own words, we have to digest them. And if we digest them, they then start going into the chakra system, and you create blockages. And if you create blockages, then obviously you're starting to look at illness, okay? And pain. And that's where pain starts, you start to realize that if there's pain within the system, that with that blockage, that there's something that you need to do, and that is to heal. Because that's what we do in essence. We're learning to heal all the way through, yeah? So again, you're going to write your letter, or the things, even though we do positive affirmations about the things that you want to learn to let go. And now is a perfect time, because while we're underneath the beautiful celestial moon, that we're asking for releasement. And we're doing this to the universe, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? We're asking for forgiveness. So what we'll do, okay. Just something else before I just want to go on this. I just want to go back to the smudging. I just want you to remind yourself that if you are actually cleaning, so it's just been, sometimes just been reminded, the one thing is, if you are cleansing the house, yeah, or your home, don't forget that, you know, even though your windows and your doors are open, hi Lorraine, thank you so much, absolutely beautiful. Again, that you smudge the doorway. So again, the doorway that the room that you're doing. So again, in essence, when you go round the doorway, yeah, you are in essence creating a portal, yeah. And what happens is when you're doing that, but you're cleansing this portal, because when you go to the other side, you need to do the other side of the door frame as well. So again, you are completing a circuit, if that makes sense. But you need to do this in every doorway that you have, because again, spirit love, even again around mirrors, make sure that you do around your mirrors, because again, they use them as a portal to obviously to step through into 3D from 5D. So again, just things obviously that might be of use to you. So again, the one thing is obviously you're going to get your piece of paper, and obviously what we're going to do is we're going to roll it up, okay? It's okay, I'm not asking you to you know, do anything bad with it. But again, what we're going to do is, because we've got this intention of this, and again, obviously you don't want to be burning your fingers and things, yeah? So what you'll be doing then is, again, you're going to say a little prayer, and this little prayer, hi Hayley, you're all right, lovely. So again, when we do this little prayer, it may be of again of gratitude. Thank you so much for listening to what you want to write down, so you can be released from. So you can move forward from. So all you're going to do is you're going to set light to it. Again, make sure you use obviously a lighter. But obviously, again, if your kids want to do it as well, if you're encouraging your children, then again, you're going to make sure that obviously you're around. Fantastic, Haley, I'm really good, and I'm glad you're good also. So again, you're just going to be burning it in essence, and just making sure that we do fire safety, yeah, because obviously we don't want anyone burnt or going to hospital because of the things that you're doing. And eventually what we do is we're starting to release and let go, because this is going to turn to ash. This is that obviously then, but as it's burning, the smoke's leaving, as to speak, obviously those words, those feelings, those thoughts, or emotions are then starting to be released back to the universe, yeah? So we burn it and completely let go. Does that make sense? Yeah? Is there any questions so far while we're just doing this? Again, obviously, as we're just letting go, don't forget that if you can use a bowl or something like that, and obviously make sure that you put completely be safe with this fire, because that's not, we don't want anything of a travesty to happen, if that makes sense. So again, as it's still burning, obviously I've not wrote on these the things that I do, because I've already done them, but this is just to show you about what we're supposed to be doing when we learn to release and let go. Because like saying, you hold on to things that are very, very emotional, very traumatic. Again, the things obviously we're suffering mentally. Again, those words, thoughts, feelings, emotions that are causing us problems. So again, it's just a way of releasing, because this is what we do. We're releasing and we are healing. Yeah, because again, this is what we do with the chakra system when we work through, especially with Reiki. We're just, again, we're learning to release. But the one thing is also that obviously, I can't remember, I think it was Yana that jumped on before, was about using, you know, while you're doing this, if you have hematite, it's a perfect crystal, again, to do your grounding and releasing also, yeah? Again, hi Sue, you're right, lovely, thank you so much. So again, like I say, there are so many different beliefs out there, but everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing, which I absolutely love and respect, because obviously, like I say, we're all come to the same outcome. This is a way that I feel that it works, and it seems to work for me. So again, it's just a top tip for you guys. If you want to obviously go forward with this, that's perfectly fine. If anyone doesn't understand or doesn't want to ask a question while we're live online, then please inbox me. I'm quite happy to do that way if you just want to, you know, not come on, if that makes sense. So it's absolutely perfect. So again, don't forget your crystals, yeah? So again, when your crystals, if you brought your crystals in, don't forget to smudge your crystals also. But also remind yourself that selenite is amazing to amplify the energy and start to, yeah, to cleanse. How do I cleanse my home with my log stove? Okay, fair play, hang on. Okay, so again, obviously my mum and dad have got a log stove also. So again, the one thing is you can still smudge around it. Yeah, so going around it, that's perfectly fine if you feel that obviously something's just not working or you feel there's negative energy there. So again, just going in, blowing the smoke, again, but asking your archangels and also your higher self, absolutely everyone that you're bringing in on board, just to ask the universe to cleanse it. That's what we ask for, yeah? To cleanse. If we do that, then obviously it's going to start its doing, because you've got intention of this to happen, if that makes sense, Hayley. Yeah? And also, if it's not lit, you can also go inside and also cleanse that as well. But before you do that, just a reminder that obviously pull everything out of the log stove, if that makes sense. So again, clean it out, because obviously that's, you know, there was a post that I put on. The one thing is that I live in my house so I don't trash my house. So I don't live in my mind, so I'm gonna live in my mind so I don't trash my mind, if that makes sense. So again, when it feels cleansed and obviously you've taken everything out, it just feels so much better, isn't it? It's like when you do a nice spring clean and you clean the house top to bottom, you feel good because everything is in place, and that's what we're after, getting everything in place. Yeah, again, with our own energies, because that's what we do. Again, some people need a little bit more. I've just given it a good clean and a new rope. Fantastic. So that's brilliant, Hayley. That's brilliant. So again, just send that. If you've got the smudge, send the energy in there. If you don't have smudge, ask. Yeah. Just you could even imagine doing this if you want to. Yeah. Again, it's a belief system. So again, if you feel that you want to do that, just ask and send, you know, think of positive thoughts and send positive thoughts into it, or wherever you are. Yeah. The one thing is, obviously we're doing cleansing, is the one thing is that we think about our wardrobes, because our wardrobes have our clothes maybe sat there for a while. So while your clothes are sat there for a while, I have this white sage. Fantastic, Hayley, brilliant. So again, that's something for obviously you to do in the future. Sorry, this is just a little bit smoky here, so I'm just going to put it near the door. Sorry, I don't mean to thingy. But also, don't forget to raise your vibration as well. So again, doing your grounding, doing your attuning, doing your protecting, and obviously when you're doing that, to raise your vibration by laughing, yeah, or dancing, yeah, to raise your beautiful vibration, get your energies up, and again, instead of actually leveling here, go right above into your higher self, yeah? So again, the crystals will really help, so don't forget about that as well. Has anybody got any questions so far? Incense is great for cleansing energy. I use it all the time. Absolutely fantastic. And again, everyone will use different types of cleansing. You can actually use, there is an incense called white sage anyway, so which is fantastic. I will sometimes use celestial. Okay, I absolutely love celestial. And also I like to use tree of life as well. Absolutely love tree of life. And so many people that come in here who smell it say it's really nice. So it's a winner for me, because it's positive energy in it. My vibration is high as I passed my first aid in mental health course. Fantastic, well done, Hayley. Absolutely, proper proud of you there, kid, because obviously, again, like myself, is mental health is massive, so fantastic, because this is what we want to do. We want to help those that obviously are feeling trapped, lost and alone, again, in this time, in that traumatic time. So fantastic. That's a massive positive. So massive well done to you, sweetheart, and I'm sure everyone would like also to congratulate you as well by joining me, because it's about celebrating your wins as well, isn't it? You know what I mean? There are so many times when we feel a little bit low, or things have not gone right for us, or we won't tell people. But people won't go and celebrate about their wins as well. So again, it's good to promote that as well, Hayley. So that's absolutely fantastic. Well done, you. And obviously, yeah, I'm proper chuff for you. Thank you. Absolutely. You see, absolutely. Thank you. Brilliant. Sending and again, while we're doing this, we are sending positive energy to everyone. Yeah, to you, Hayley, because you deserve this. Yeah. Again, yeah, absolutely. Again, these amazing if anyone else has got any top tips, please post them. Do you know what I mean? Comment and let others know how you do this, if that makes sense. If there's anyone that wants to come online, then obviously, do you know what I mean, and join me, I'm really happy for you to do that as well, if you feel you can do that. All you have to do is send the request to join the live, and we'll get you in, and obviously we'll talk to you about it as well. Okay, yeah, absolutely, brilliant. Obviously, like I say, everyone's liking it. So again, any tips would really be appreciative. Again, these are the things that I do, but again, some people may not resonate with it and think, actually, no, I don't do it that way. But that's perfectly fine, because you have free will to learn and research the things that you want to do. Again, obviously, do you know what I mean? We have wonderful witches that come online, and obviously they're absolutely amazing, and they obviously, do their, they have to do it their way. So absolutely brilliant. So yeah, anyone would like to, it's perfectly fine. I'm gonna just shut the door now because it's getting a little bit. I'm just gonna actually. Oh, yeah, she's up there. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. So I was just going out. Again, Katrina Hayes is watching. Thank you so much again. Just while I'm on it, and anyone wants to think, sorry I missed the beginning, what should I do when I move into my new house? Absolutely. When you're moving in, don't forget to smudge it and do the cleansing. But also don't forget that when Archangel Michael, that we're working with Archangel Michael, the one thing is we can start to send that beautiful white energy and put protection around the home, okay? So you can do that by asking to cleanse it, absolutely. If you're going to cleanse it, then obviously using smudge by going round with your sage into every corner. Yeah, don't miss anything, because like I say, negative energy loves to sit and likes to trap, and then eventually it releases. So for example, how does a negative energy sit within us? Okay, so the one thing is that, as anyone, when you've had a really good thought, yeah, and you've had this thought and you come up and you think, right, brill, and then what you do is you get up and you walk away, yeah, and then when you go into the next room, i.e. you've gone through that portal, you completely forget what you was going to say. So what you do is you move back, yeah, into the other room that you had that thought in to retrace it. Does that make sense? So the one thing, that's the same with energy within us or within rooms, it still holds thoughts. So the one thing is, you may be walking into your room and receiving a thought and actually thinking, actually, that's not mine. And someone's been in your home, maybe left a negative vibe or a negative energy or a thought, and you've walked into it and think, why am I feeling that way? I'd be gifted a pendant, I'll do a cleanse it. So again, obviously with a pendant, and obviously get it ready to use, is again, place it around your crystals, put it into your selenite, but also again, smudging it, and again, putting your hands around it. Obviously building the energy up and asking Archangel Michael and everyone else, or your archangels, again, to send beautiful energy through you into that pendant. So it's perfect. Black salt the doors to prevent negative energies entering the room. Perfect. There you go. That's another one, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Black salt at the doors. Again, some people use black salt, some people use white salt. So again, that's perfect. Mandy Walker, how do you do that? I don't even know what Mandy's put. I create cleansing signals when doing a full house clean. It helps keep the energy. So, man, do you want to come on live and just explain how we do this? Again, that's perfectly, again, it's up to you. But, you know, I'd really appreciate it if you came on so we could do it. Do you send your loved ones away when smudging? Well, we work with the higher self, don't we? We work with our love, don't we? So again, if you're thinking about loved ones that have passed, then no, it doesn't happen. Yeah. So again, if our loved ones in spirit, no, you don't. In fact, they're applauding you, because obviously that way, with your vibration being higher, that they're able to connect with you as well. So no, all we're asking is for, obviously, we're sending negative, dark energy away that may be obviously within that area. Yeah. Selenited doors and entrances to the door, ask for angels' guidance. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Lisa, you're quite right. We never, we wouldn't ask. We wouldn't ask because we want, like I said, we want to keep them close to us, if that makes sense. Always keeping our loved ones safe. Yeah. So, but like Lisa's just obviously just resonated. No, you wouldn't. The house has a great feeling to it when you walk in. So again, if you're feeling a really good, positive, vibrant energy to the home, that's absolutely perfect. But again, just be aware. So again, it's just easy to do this. And, it's a really great time as well. So again, don't forget, positive energy all the way. Yeah, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot. And is there anyone that wants to come on live? You're perfectly fine. I'm just trying to think what else we do. Okay. Again, you can use oils as well. Yeah, again, for the smells as well. So again, that's pretty nice, obviously, to use. So again, obviously, aromatherapy oils. Again, while you're doing it, so obviously create a balance, if that makes sense. You can't come online tonight. That's perfectly fine, Mans. Lisa, do you want to come in? Holy water's another one. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, holy water again. Obviously, if you're using that. So again, do you want to come on live with me, Lisa? So we can talk about this? Yeah? Or have you not done your hair? I got my hair cut. I got my hair cut. I thought, gonna have to do this. So I thought, right, okay, so I got my hair. Here we go. I think she's on. Hang on. Let's see if we can get Lisa on. Okay, let's just approve her. Let's get her in. Okay. I've sent you the thing, so she's starting to add. I moved into my, yeah, absolutely can't anything, not even my loved ones. That's perfect. Ah, darling. How are you?
Looking good. No.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So, thinking about all that you do, because that's really, I feel that's really, really important.
I know a lot of people might think it's a bit daft, but holy water, blessed water from church or what have you. I always have I use it on house cleansings and what have you. But just sprinkling it into the room and asking Archangel Michael to protect the home and cleanse and expel all negative energies. And then obviously at the other end of the scale, I use black salt, which I started using just before Christmas. Ashes from the log stove and Himalayan salt mixed together. Create your own intentions with the salt before you use it and offer it up to your spirits and your angels and tell them what the intention is. Then obviously sprinkling it outside the doors, the entrances and the windows, that prevents a lot of negativity from coming into the home. Keeping a nice big piece of selenite at the front door and at the back door, around your windows, that absorbs a lot of negative energy as well. Sometimes we're inviting people into our home and they may be the loveliest people that we absolutely, that we know and love, but they may be harboring so much negative energy because of something that they're going through in their daily life or family life, and then they bring that into your home, and without even realizing it, you're actually absorbing it, and then when they leave, they've dumped all this negative energy within your home and your environment, and you're left with all the rubbish and the crap and thinking, hang on a minute, what's happened there? Whereas if you've got your selenite, you've got your black salt, you're continually cleansing and smudging the home, you're grounding yourself and you're protecting yourself, then obviously you're guarding yourself from all these these negative energies that may want to come in and enter into your personal space as well as your home. but remembering to cleanse those crystals, like in the moonlight tonight again, as well as smudging them.
Absolutely, because you talk about personal space, because obviously when people give us hugs and things like that without asking, because obviously when we don't we ask for people say, can I give you a hug? And stuff like that. I'm the worst for it, to be absolutely honest, but obviously, you know, within this room, but it's a case of you don't realize what you're getting, so you have to set boundaries, don't you? So again, you know, it's about, can I have a hug?
Definitely.
But also don't think about the things in the car, because when obviously your car, you know, if you're you know, helping people, giving them a lift and stuff like that, you know, you don't realize what's in your car. So again, it's a continuation of your private life. So again, people, so don't forget the car as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't expect you all to go in work. Do you know what I mean? With a fucking smudging like that. Do you know what I mean?
Just carry that wand of selenite through the door as you go through the front door of work, going, hey, right people, you're having it, or you're not having it. Most definitely. I think the important thing to remember as well is you can actually ground yourself at any time of the day. Yeah, that's what I have at my front door, Gary. My wand of selenite.
Are you my mother?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I also have a crucifix above the door.
Walked in today, was it like that? What's that about? Absolutely. But again, obviously, you know, I mean, we're using selenite again, and I love to use it around my clients after the healing, again to absorb any, you know, residual energy as well. So it's there. But that's a great point. Nice one, Mandy. You thought about doing the car, so that's a great thing, because obviously, you know, like say the things that are extended, your handbag, for example, you're always out. Do you know what I mean? Or your shopping bags. I know it sounds absolutely nuts, but things can attach, because when they want to, they will do.
Oh, without a doubt, as you well know. How many fairs have I done and then been straight on the phone to you and said, I need Reiki. I've had all these hooks into my back because I've been physically and mentally drained.
Absolutely, and that's just a really good point there as well. It's good to cut cords. Heather says, obviously, cutting the cords. Do you know what I mean? Using that, but that's what we're asking for when we're releasing out. We've got that beautiful cord ritual where obviously we're letting go, and again with Archangel Zadkiel, letting go and just cutting them off again and just releasing back down to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth absorbs it. Do you know what I mean? And asking for, you know, when with that energy is going down, we're asking Mother Earth to absorb, turn it back into positive energy, you know, and again releasing it back, because this is what we do. Into we're always sending unconditional love.
Yeah, I think the other thing is as well, Gary, I used to think for a long time, and I think a lot of people make the mistake, is I always was under the impression for a long time that to ground yourself you had to sort of like be in this quiet area and be on your own and have you know, like nobody interrupting you. Actually nowadays I know that's not the case, and I find myself sometimes in the car, and I can be sat in the car park or whatever, and I imagine myself with my feet to the ground and thinking I need Mother Earth to ground me, and I imagine my feet as tree roots sort of like digging into the core of the earth. And you can do that anywhere, no matter what it is, when you pick up on a negative energy. But for so many years, I used to think, oh God, no, I can't do that. But you can actually ground yourself anywhere and at any time of the day, whenever you're feeling vulnerable or negative.
If Danny wants to go shopping, if I go before I enter Tesco's or Primark or something like that, I'm like just taking deep breaths and putting a protection around me, because I'm like, you're walking in and you've got all these, you know, negative going up with, you know, honestly, you think it, people go up to clothes and they pick it up and then they think negative, it won't fit me. That's a negative thought. Yeah. Wait a minute. Do you know what I mean? So again, you know, all these thoughts that are going. So again, even when you meet people, do you know what I mean? If what people walk up to me like, hi guys, and you're like, you're thinking, you need grounding. I'm like, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely. How are you doing?
You're putting that distance. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's got to be done, buddy.
Absolutely. So it's been a bit of a grounding day for me and you today, hasn't it?
It certainly has, my darling. It certainly has. Hi,
so,
Charlene.
Anyway,
Long time no see.
know a lot of people jumping on, so it's absolutely brilliant. So
I know.
anyway,
Hi guys.
so last night we were talking about, obviously, me and Lisa obviously doing this thing at our event at Stockport Masonic Hall on the 23rd of Feb, and it's really good obviously you're on, because we've actually put it out there on Eventbrite now. So again, the tickets and everything, the information's on there. We're going to be doing lots of promoting and stuff like that, so it's absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited about it. I've pecked your head today, and I've pecked Mike.
Poor Mike's head. He loves it, really.
I've just got that this is a ticketed event. If you do want to turn up on the night, we cannot promise you, because we know this is going to go absolutely nuts. And obviously, so many tickets have been bought already. So the one thing is, we can't reserve anyone any seats, unfortunately. It's about you being there. You've got till the day to buy tickets, but again, if they're gone, we're extremely sorry. Yeah, but again, we're going to learn about your psychic gifts and your awareness. Like I say, we've got stall holders coming in. The doors are opening at 6 o'clock. So we've got stall holders coming in, setting up and selling their beautiful things. We're obviously, again, with crystals, with wax melts, with body shop, so many different stalls. So again, people want to do the shop. That's why we're opening the doors at 6. I'll be kicking off from about 7:15 with obviously everyone will be seated. There are refreshments. Lisa will also be doing an hour and a bit of mediumship as well. So if you feel obviously that she'll be able to bring you a message, obviously if she's guided to you and she's drawn to you to give you a message. So this is absolutely fantastic as well. There's so much to learn on this evening, so much to see and witness. Again, there are refreshments that you can buy there as well. There is car parking, but like I say, the doors will open at 6 o'clock. I will put the link on this post, but just remind you that again, we can't guarantee everyone a place. It is going to go absolutely royal. At the moment, we've got an email where you can, if you want to send me your email, we can start to send you, obviously, you can join the email link as well. So we can update you on these things. But again, we won't be sending you an email once a day. It'll be once a month, and that's all we're going to be doing at the beginning of the month, letting you know what's going on. So yeah, it's going to be absolutely massive, isn't it, Lisa? Felt the energies already, and I know it's just going to complete. It's going to be.
One thing I will say as well. A lot. Sorry, Gary. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I was just saying, people that are coming, obviously, my hope is obviously, I will be doing a live demonstration and hopefully giving messages to loved ones. A lot of people that come that go to spiritual churches or come to live events like this, where we do platform mediumship and we pass on messages to yourselves from loved ones that have passed or friends. One thing I will say to you is, don't, how can I put it? Don't overthink it. A lot of times spirit will come through if they can come through. But if you overthink it and you're thinking about it all day and you're thinking, please dad, please mum, please nan, come through. It doesn't always happen. Just try and be chilled and relaxed about it. And the thought process has to be is, if there's a message there for me, it will happen, it will come through. One thing to remember is it's not always the right time as well. You may feel it is, and if spirit doesn't come through to you and deliver that message, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've forgotten you or they're not there or what have you. It isn't the right time for you to get that message. So just bear that in mind. But obviously, I will do my best on the night to give those messages. And I'm so excited to be able to. And I feel very to be able to, spirit use me as a channel to pass on things. I find myself in queues at supermarkets and stuff like that. I was saying to you, Gary, a couple of times I've been to your place. And one of the ladies that's watching tonight, she'll understand. She came for a treatment and I was meeting up with Gary for my treatment. And on the way out, I just said to her, oh my goodness, I've got to give you this message. I have to give you this message. Whether you take it or not is up to you. And I have to say, that lady then contacted me later on that week and asked me to give her a reading. And it was actually quite profound. She's actually contacted me again this week with a review to say to her, to tell me everything that I told her in the reading is actually happening to her, and things are actually starting to look up and you know, be good. So I'm really looking Really looking forward to the event, and it should be a really, really good night with you guys.
Haley's just posted saying it was amazing. So obviously I think she's kind of like let the cat out of the bag, but thank you so much obviously for that confirmation, Kaylee. It really does mean a lot. But like I was saying, do you know what I mean, we're going to put the link on this, and obviously we're going to be doing some promoting and stuff like that. So again, some people have been waiting for Eventbrite to kick in, and like I said, already a boatload of tickets been bought, so I'm kind of like, right, okay, fine. So this is why obviously, you know, I didn't know if you were going to be on tonight, Lisa, but I just thought this would be, again, it's not coincidence, everything else would be. So again, you're on.
It does. I did think about it because I've got no makeup on and my hair's stuck to my head. But you know what, guys? It's me. What you see is what you get. There's nothing false about me. This is me. Hi, Jackie Murphy. My Jackie's watching from down Exeter, bless her. My friend. She's just jumped on. And she's hoping to come up that week, Gary, and see me. So if she does, she's got to come to our event.
Fucking absolutely. Absolutely. And like I say, we're going to talk much again about auras, our psychic senses, obviously with all the clairs. So, you know, how to we're going to be doing so much. So it'll be really, really, you know, it's just going to be amazing. And like I said, the interest on it already. So if you want to join the emailing list that we've done, inbox me please, and obviously I'll add you to it, and then obviously we can send that through as well. So I don't know if anyone's received any emails today, because I've had a fucking nightmare. I've got to swear I'm sorry, and I've been pecking Lisa's head and Mike's head and going, because I'm absolutely not very good with tech. So yeah, it's round 2 at hers tomorrow. Isn't it? Oh, madness.
It certainly is. I'm getting the bloody beer out, pal. I'm telling you.
Well,
I don't know. It's a good job you and Mike are teetotal, because it would be very, very messy.
Oh, amazing. And again, all the people that have been supporting Danny over the month and Tuesdays as well. I'm sorry I seem to be dragging on with this, but no, the amount of people that have been putting amazing recommendations on for Danny, she's been absolutely killing it. We've got, obviously you can see a chair she's been doing, also Indian head as well as the massage, and people have been loving it. So absolutely, you know, again, follow your dream, believe in yourself, build your confidence, but also inspire well and evolve, because that's what we do. These small businesses that are coming on board with us, are obviously, again, because we're being supportive, again, obviously we're getting them on board, so again we can help the just other small businesses move forward as well, because that's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly is. Supporting each other.
Going to be
another step towards your dream, Gary. And mine. And mine.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So anyway, apart from that, kiddo, obviously, is there anything else? Is there anybody else that wants to ask any questions about cleansing under the moon, about the houses or anything like that you feel that we could help you with? Would really obviously like to say comments. Doing absolutely perfect. Again, because obviously all the information that we've been placing on tonight, I want to thank everyone for putting all those amazing stars on as well. I will go through the comments that the people that put beautiful stars on. It's very, very much appreciated, because obviously, again, as we're doing this, again, I'd love to comment and thank you all. But again, please share. Sharing, caring, and obviously just as we're taking this time, and appreciation is a share. Anything, and we absolutely love that. Even the likes, obviously, if you're liking the post that we've done, thank you, Alicia. That's beautiful of you to say that we're both amazing. That really, really means a lot. Absolutely, because again, sending positive energy, so we're receiving that. So you've got lots of great info. Thank you very much. Don't forget, tomorrow night we're doing the live. I'm doing the live meditation. So again, if you're going to join me with that as well. So again, we're going to be doing grounding, attuning, protecting on that. And again, obviously, you know what I mean, just something nice and light, help you with meditation to calm the energy, again, start to bring yourself back into the focus and to the present moment. Yeah. So absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just a little tip, Gary, for guys, if they can't get out tonight, just to tell them in the moonlight with the crystals, a lot of people don't fancy going out in the cold. Tell them to leave it on the windowsills, or tomorrow, if they're not up to it tonight, just get some nice Himalayan salt or coarse crystal salt and just cleanse their crystals in that. If they don't fancy doing that, it has the same effect of cleansing. But obviously the moon and the sunlight recharge those powerful energies. So those are the best things for it, aren't they, buddy?
You can ground on the grass. Do you know what I mean? You can ground from an 11th floor. Do you know what I mean? There's no excuses about grounding.
Yeah.
You can, a high rise, you've got to visualize that you're sending your roots all the way down into Mother Earth. This is what it's all about. Some people connect by taking the socks off and standing on the grass. That's fine. Don't forget your salt baths as well, the Himalayan bath, cold showers, cleansing your chakras, cleansing your chakra, your energies, and also again smudging the house. It's absolutely fantastic. Kim has just said you don't need to smudge mine. The fumes from yours is enough. Kim,
I thought we were going to have to call the fire brigade.
It's only across the road. Don't worry about it. I'll just keep sending it to you, Kim. Don't worry, darling. Oh, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you again. Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely loved it. I've loved the vibration for tonight. It's been really, really good. I'm really glad that I came on. Like I say, but
Garrett, I'm going to bow out now and say good night. Say good night to everybody and send you lots of love, light, and blessings. And I look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. If not at the Masonic, then wherever we shall meet. Have a lovely night and enjoy the full moon. Night. God bless.
Good night. God bless.
Bye, guys.
Sign yourself out. And again, thank you so much, Christine, for just buying your ticket as well. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Looks like, again, sorry, just a quick, looks like I'm sleeping outside under the moon. Don't be alarmed in the morning, guys, if I'm still in your garden. It's a perfect moon position. Absolutely. Christine Keown, thank you so much. Again, that's another ticket down. So again, obviously not to frighten anyone, but again, if you want to get in, you can go on Eventbrite there. Thank you so much. Good night to you all. I'm going to leave you now, and again, send from my heart chakra, sending beautiful love, unconditional love to you and your loved ones. Again, when you're going to sleep tonight, don't forget, get that book by the side, journalize, get your archangels around, enjoy this beautiful time. And it's beautiful to just have them around us, even your loved ones. Thanks for all the love hearts. Thank you for all the lights. Thank you for all the laughter that we've had tonight. Again, thank you for Lisa for joining us. Thank you for everyone that for your participation, and also for always grateful because obviously for your comments, and your comments are positivity and helping other people as well. And again, don't forget, obviously we've got, for everyone that's said to Hayley, congratulations, because that's what we do. We're a beautiful community. This is what we do. Yeah, we let things so. Good night to you all. Sleep well, and I'll see some of you tomorrow who said thank you, and we'll leave it from there. Namaste to you all. Night. God bless to you.